Terra Luna Classic has the potential to make millionaires, but it's not what you guys would think. You're going to think about the 99% burn, however, you're missing something critical. This Excel sheet will help explain what I'm talking about. So when you guys think about the 99% burn, a lot of you probably think of hitting literally 99% burn, so we can go to extreme prices, something like $1 plus. However, there's some important small details that you're missing out on in that. So for the first big thing, we would need $1 billion of daily volume. You can see that by this chart right here over 2 years. And by the time we hit 2 years out in the future, we would be burning 99% of the total supply. So we could burn 99% of the total supply, but the $1 billion every single day sustained for 2 years is almost unheard of. The difficulty of hitting $1 billion of daily volume can be seen pretty simply by looking at CoinGecko, right? We can see there's a couple tokens here and coins with over $1 billion of daily volume, but it's important to highlight when you're looking at stable coins, which are 3 out of the 6 that have over $1 billion of volume in the past 24 hours, those have that kind of insane volume numbers because they're part of trading pairs. And so essentially you have your stable token plus another token, and that's your trading pair. So you're going to trade in and out of your stable tokens. This makes those volume numbers deceptively high. So really you're looking at 3 tokens in the past 24 hours that have had over $1 billion of volume. It's really hard to obtain, but even if we could obtain that, the other big issue right here is that this math that a lot of people look at, this requires a 1.2% burn. And I'm sure a lot of you know that Binance, for example, they're not doing a 1.2%. They're burning their 0.1% trading fees instead. This is also consistent with a lot of other exchanges who are refusing to do a 1.2% burn. And so we're not actually seeing that. So even if we did have $1 billion of daily volume, we would not be having a 1.2% burn on that $1 billion of volume. It would have to come from the on-chain volume, which is way lower. And we can see that if we hop over right here. With Terra Station, we can see the Terra Luna Classic volume over the past 14 days. And we definitely see a trend. You have some days that are as high as 33 billion, some days as low as 11 billion, but your average is probably around 20 billion Terra Luna Classic. That seems like a lot, but in reality, that's under $10 million a day of volume, which equates to under, if we go back over here, 1% of the volume number that we need to have. So we're nowhere near the volume that we're trying to hit to be able to actually hit a 99% burn. So what's the secret? This leads us to that critical key that so many people are missing. But before we talk about that, if you guys wouldn't mind, press the notification bell down below so you don't miss another video like this. Now that critical piece that is missing from this equation is on-chain utility. Because again, remember, we need the volume to come from on-chain. And why would people do over $1 billion of on-chain volume with a 1.2% tax unless there was a big reason? Now we're already starting to see some of that critical on-chain infrastructure for Terra Luna Classic. For example, if you hop over here, this tweet shows that currently you can actually use your Terra Luna Classic to pay for your daily needs in over 180 different nations, going through Apple Pay, Google Pay, Samsung Pay, a lot of these different methods that are very accessible to a lot of people. That's possible through this service right here. I'm going to do a video about that in the future, so be sure to check back for that, but this is something that we critically need. And of course, another big potential utility for Terra Luna Classic would be gaming in the metaverse, right? Right now we're seeing meta rivals come up, and I'm doing some research into them. I would definitely exercise caution if you guys are looking into lithosphere. There's a lot of red flags. I have a video up here talking about that, but meta rivals is another potential. We could even see other ecosystems that are huge with metaverse integrate Terra Luna Classic. Another big potential for Terra Luna Classic would be repegging USTC, because that would bring so much utility in the sense that people could have trading pairs, right? Now, usually you have a stable coin and whatever token you're wanting to transfer into as a trading pair. And if we could actually have a stable coin, that would, 1, bring in big companies, 2, give us a lot of credibility, and 3, enable those trading pairs to actually be possible, which brings more tokens, more companies, and we just compound the effects and potential for the Terra Luna Classic ecosystem. We also need other utility. We need IoT. We need a lot of different use cases for people to actually want to transact on the Terra Luna Classic ecosystem, as well as NFT projects, right? We've seen a couple of these come up, and we have a couple NFT projects right now, but it's nothing compared to something like Ethereum, where you have the Bored Apes, you have all these amazing NFT projects that just get so much volume pumped into them, so much value through the ecosystem that again would be subject to a 1.2% burn. So once we give people the on-chain utility, they'll have a reason to burn billions of dollars of Terra Luna Classic and potentially see a 40x in our market cap as well, as there's more value put into the ecosystem. And if you guys want to learn about the potential of 40x, be sure to check out this video up here where I talk about how Terra Luna Classic could explode.